really. It always tickles me, on the television when in news bulletins where they say, and lots more coming up. Well, I hope so, because you've still got half an hour to go. Anyway, on the programme today, we are talking about rental properties because is there a demand for rental property here in Essex? What's the demand like? We're going to find out a little later on. Also, this wristband that we've been talking about all morning, what's that all about? Well, all will be revealed after 10 o'clock, but it sounds like a really, really good idea, but I'll tell you more about that a little later on. Right now, the Prime Minister, David Cameron, has said over the weekend that Britain needs to back its entrepreneurs. He's been speaking at the Conservative Party Spring Conference over the weekend in Cardiff. He called his party a team of go-getters, and he vowed to cut bureaucratic red tape and encourage business growth in Britain. Do you know, I think I've heard this before. Anyway, he criticised the Labour Party for crushing the enterprising spirit of the nation, and he vowed to use next month's budget to make changes that put Britain back at the forefront of global business. Sounds great, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound wonderful? If you always thought of yourself as a bit of an entrepreneur, the question I'm asking you this morning is, have you been held back? Have you felt as though you've been held back? I'd like to know what bit of red tape you would cut in order to make life for the entrepreneur easier. 01245 49 50 50. Sales director of the printing place based in Chelmsford, also a judge on the Essex Enterprising Business Award. Peter, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you feel held back?
I think to feel held back in bigger business is perhaps slightly different to the younger entrepreneurs. I don't know if they are held back too much. It will be interesting to hear from them to see if they feel they are.
Now, you've got a lot of experience. I mean, just run through some of the things that you've done in your business career.
Well, I started my business career, I suppose, about 37, 38 years ago. Started from scratch, building up then a very, very small business with a colleague that was supplying the printing industry. And in those days, the business just grew very, very slowly from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 people and so on until it grew to a larger company employing perhaps 35, 40 people, which was then sold to a bigger group, and then I had experience with that bigger group, and it was sold again up to companies that then was turning over about £70 million. So a cross-section of experience.
So how have you seen things change as far as red tape is concerned over the years?
I think the biggest changes in red tape, as people say, has probably been the far more stringent health and safety regulations, and there are a tremendous amount of things that certainly I think hold bigger businesses back.
What sort of things do you think hold the bigger businesses back?
Things from employment laws through to the requirements of even how you use chemicals, how you have to have such stringent rules in factories now, and all these rules are very good, but they also have a tremendous cost to them.
Do you know, I was looking at it the last couple of years, and I was thinking to myself, it seems that for every one entrepreneur, there's a team of 50 people checking that that entrepreneur is doing the job properly.
That's probably a very, very fair analogy, yes.
Right. Do you think